Hi, I'm Donna Eden, and this is
David Feinstein.
and and we're so happy that you're here with us, and that on this Easter day, this fourth day of Passover, and whether you're Muslim or atheist or just here for the Easter Bunny, welcome. We're all in lockdown together, and so we really want to give some tools to help you keep your immune system strong and keep you resilient and feeling comfortable in this coronavirus space. So, and one day we will step out of the chill of winter and into spring, and there'll be new life and renewal, right? Okay, so we're going to show you some exercises. Now, this first one we're going to do deals with triple warmer. And I'm going to explain triple warmer if you haven't heard of it before. Triple warmer is a meridian that governs your fight, flight, or freeze response. It governs, anxiety and upset and fear. And it also governs fighting off viruses or bacteria that aren't good for you. And so it's inner and it's outer. And if you take your arms on the outside of your arms, cross your arms over like this, put your arms and just go up and down the sides of your arms and take some deep breaths. You are activating and calming triple warmer, which means that it will react more to what it really needs to react instead of every little stress that comes along. Okay, now take your thumbs and put it in the middle of the inside of your arm. Okay, like that. And just drape your fingers over. But take some deep breaths and pulse it. Pulse your thumbs there. That's on circulation sex or pericardium meridian. And it's really important for two things when you have a virus coming into your body. It really helps the circulation of circulating the virus out, and it protects your heart. So it's very good just to pulse right in there.
Which means press in,
yeah.
Let go, press in with your thumb.
Right. Okay, so do it several times, and then take your right hand and take it all the way down and off the thumb. Okay, now from the thumb, I'm going to go up the arm to my lungs. Now you're going to go, what I did is I just traced lung meridian backwards. And a meridian is a pathway that all the acupuncture points are on. So I traced it backwards. Now I'm going to trace it forward 3 times off the thumb. Lungs to shoulder, down the arm, and off the thumb. Lungs to shoulder and off the thumb. And what that does is like backwashing your pipes. It's like you flushed out a lot of icky debris and stuff that shouldn't be in your system. And so it's very good. All right, so I'm
Should we do it on the other side?
Oh yes, let's do it. Thank you, David. On the other side. So you're going to go from your thumb, you're going to trace it backwards. Your thumb up your shoulder and to your lungs. Now forward 3 times from your lungs, down your arm, and off your thumb. All right.
By the way, this is the 3rd session that we're presenting on keeping your immune system strong since the virus broke out. And you can find the other 2 if you haven't seen them on our YouTube channel. Just go to Donna Eden Programs on YouTube and just search for them. They're there. They're recent. Also on that channel is our daily energy routine. So those are all good things that you might want to watch. Maybe you want to watch them more than once.
All right. Now we're just going to trip along here. What I want you to do is come to your clavicle. Okay, right underneath your clavicle. If you just drop underneath the clavicle, right there is K27. The 27th point on kidney meridian.
27th acupuncture point.
Yes. So massage there on one side. And notice if it's tender. If it's tender, you need it. And what that point can do is a multitude of things, but one of the most important things is it flips energy around to make sure it's going in the right direction. And now just scoot along underneath your clavicle and notice any pain there at all. If you find pain, massage it. You've probably tripped onto a neurolymphatic reflex point, which are reflexes to your lymph system that move out toxins. And then come to your shoulder, right in front of your shoulder, right there, right where the arm would stitch to the body, if you could stitch, and massage that area. And again, notice, does it hurt? If it hurts, you need it. It just means that, what does it mean, David?
It means that energy is blocked there.
Yeah.
When you massage it, you're freeing that energy up.
Okay, now go to the other side and just travel from K27 and just travel along underneath the clavicle to that indent place where the shoulder and the arm would attach to the body, and massage in there. These are neurolymphatic reflexes that really clean out toxins, and it affects every single meridian in your whole body. So it's very good. And if you've been feeling vulnerable, it helps move the stress of vulnerability out. Okay, now you're going to come back to right on your chest and go to K27 and then drop a rib. Massage in there. That affects your heart, by the way, as well as your lungs. So really massage there. And breathe as you do this. And then go down one more rib and massage there. And it's right next to the sternum. And one more. And notice wherever it hurts, you want to massage it. Okay? Now you're going to come onto the sternum and massage. David. Wait a second. David, look right there. Okay. All right. Massage on your sternum. And notice if it's tender. That deals so much with so many things, but one thing is it gives you endurance. When you're really getting exhausted and tired and you can't go on, this will give you endurance. Many years ago, I worked with swimmers, athletic swimmers, and this would help them go longer. And now, right where you were just massaging, tap there. That's the thymus gland. And the thymus gland is really, really important for your immune system. It actually makes T cells. So it's really important. And it gets stronger, it gets empowered, and it moves the energy out everywhere. Okay, now it would just be a natural thing. So I'm going to have you just put one hand over your heart chakra, the middle of your chest, the other hand on top. Now I'm going to talk to you just a little bit while you're doing this. You know, the heart is the most expansive, largest generating electrical field that your body has. And it is 60 times more expansive than your brain. So it's a huge, huge field. And your hands are electromagnetic. So you can put some healing right into your chest, right into your lungs. When you put your hands there, and believe me, your body's electrical field here just takes it in. And you might also find that as you just take a deep breath into your nose and out through your mouth, it feels like coming home to yourself. You know, we can't touch each other right now, but you can touch into yourself, into the magnificence of your own being right here by doing that. And it would be a very good thing to do, especially if you go through periods of your day where you feel a little anxious about everything. Just put your hands over your heart chakra, take a deep breath and relax. And more and more, the chances are you will feel that. You'll feel that, like what I can feel, because I've been doing this all my life. So what I can feel is that the field of my whole heart chakra is encompassing my hands. And it's just all around like a blanket, just encompassing and cuddling and swaddling my hands. So it's coming home to yourself, and you're a healer for yourself when you do that. Okay, now you've got your hands right here. We're going to do something else that's really nice. I'm going to stand up. You can stay seated, David, just so you can see. I'm going to put my hands right there and take a deep breath in and make a heart on my body. Come up central meridian, which is right in the middle of your body, and then make a heart again. And as you go up central, take a deep breath, and it might be making you feel a little more positive. If it doesn't, say an affirmation here, because it's really, really good for you and your body. All right. Now, let's see. How about, okay, here's what I'd like to share with you to do. We're going to sedate lung meridian. Sedate lung meridian. And when I say sedate, sometimes people think that means to weaken lung meridian. No way. Sedate means to calm it down, to relax, so that the bronchioles in your lung relax, the little air sacs relax, so that air can literally float through your lungs, which has a really hard time if you get the virus. So this is really, really good. And if you actually got it, this would be very good to do also. So I'm going to show you exactly where it is. I'll say the numbers of the, will I? Yes, of the acupuncture point. But you could just look on this, you know, pull this video out again and look at it later, or you can write down what the numbers if you want. But I'm going to tell you. The first one is right in line with your thumb. It's on lung meridian, right at the bend, right at in line with the thumb. If you put your fingers right in there, and also notice, is there any tenderness there? Again, if there's tenderness, it means that energy is stuck, and there's tenderness for me. So the other one is on the inside of your, no, where your knee creases.
So these points, you're just holding them. The other points you are really pushing in deep. These points, you're just making a firm contact with them.
Right there for my knee, okay? So you hold them together, and that's a lung point and a kidney point. And what happens is that the energy from lung meridian spills into the kidneys, which help then flush the toxins out. So it's really excellent points to hold, and it relaxes all of your lungs, all your bronchioles and your little air sacs. Are they alveoles? Is that what they're called? Okay. And so, and I would say when you're on your own, do these, at least hold these for a couple of minutes. You can be watching TV. You can be talking to a friend. You don't have to pay attention to yourself. Just hold them. Your body knows what to do, and your fingers are incredibly powerful. So you just hold them. All right, now I'm going to go to the second points. And the second points are right down here, this fleshy part of your thumb on the inside, and right there. Okay, right in between those two fingers. And this is a heart point and a lung point. And that is a way that those two energies of the heart and lung connect, which is really important because this whole area is the lungs and the heart are in there together. And so this helps the oxygen flow more smoothly into, well, not just the lungs. It helps the oxygen go into every cell in your body.
You're breathing deeply.
Now we're going to go, and if you're at home alone, do this a smidgen longer, okay? A smidgen longer. Now we're going to go to the other side of the body. Put one hand in where the knee turns, on the inside of the leg, where the knee turns, just at the crease. I can't show it. Let's see. Maybe. Is right there. And the other one is right. No, wait, see, where is it? Right there. And there is where the wrist bends. It's in line with the thumb.
Where the elbow bends.
Where the elbow bends. And the other one is at the, I'm trying to get my knee up a little higher, but I can't. Okay. But it's right at the crease. You can look and see, you know, you can even put it up on your internet and say, let's see, this is, I believe this is kidney 10. Is that right? You don't know. I never did really know the numbers myself. I just know where the points are. Okay. And just take a couple of deep breaths and just imagine, because it really is happening, that you're all of the little parts of your lungs are just calming right now so that the air can move through freely, so that oxygen can move into your cells and bring healing your way. All right, so those are the first points, and the second points are this little fatty part of your thumb and right in between the fourth and fifth finger, right there, and you're hooking up lungs and heart. Okay. Okay. All right, again, I would do a little bit. Okay, now here's another one. And many did this up, but over the years, I've heard many people say, oh, we do that in yoga. Oh, we do that. It's like, it's different disciplines have figured this out. But I always call this the Darth Vader breath, but it's very good in moving your energy up from your root chakra up all the way through your chakras and moving the glunk out of your body. Okay, so here it is. And it really is centering too. So you just catch your breath back here, like you're whispering. It's back there. So we're gonna take a deep breath in, and all the breathing is from your throat.
It's gonna be a very raspy whisper.
Yeah, like Darth Vader. Right. Well, some of you are probably way too young to know who Darth Vader was now, but tell me. Okay. I think that was 1977.
Moving on.
It was the year we met. It was the year we met. David and I went to see that. Okay, so catch your breath, go. As high as you possibly can go, and then go. Now, the more you do that, the more it'll work for you. And you might even find yourself, if there's a lot of glunk there, you might find yourself coughing at the end because it can gag you, but it's so good for you. It is so good for you. Okay, let's see. Okay. When you get stressed out, the blood leaves your forebrain and it goes into your body for the fight or flight response. Now, you want to get that blood back up into your forebrain for a couple of different reasons, for maybe more than two. You want to be able to think again because you can't think when the blood leaves your forebrain. I mean, we were evolving in prehistoric times where we didn't have a strong front brain. We just, everything had to be for how life was out in the wilds. So you had to run away from some saber-toothed tiger or beat that tiger up or freeze. And what is interesting, when you freeze, your smell has really lessened so that no animal can smell you in the wild. You don't have, nothing. The heartbeat goes down, your need for food goes down, everything. There's reasons for all these things that happen to us. But now we live in a world where fight, flight, or freeze is really problematic. So, so I'm sure some of you have thrown your hand to the forehead and said, I always think of these as the oh my God points, because you, oh my God. So if you put one hand here, and I normally have people put their hand on the back of their head, And if that feels good, you can do that. You can put your other hand even on your heart chakra or on your second chakra. You can put it anywhere you want, but I'm going to show you a way that is really, really good. If you put your hand, the other hand, on the back of your neck, not only do you have bladder meridian, which governs your nervous system, and governing meridian that governs the spine and keeps that energy flowing. It also covers triple warmer and the vagal nerve, which means the triple warmer is about the sympathetic nervous system and the vagal nerve is the parasympathetic. So if you can get those two calmed, then you just fare much better. You fare much, much better in stressful times, and your body stays healthier. And you see, if you have too much stress going on in your body, then you are just your body is not functioning as well, and so you have a stronger tendency to pick things up. Okay, so that was just around the neck. All right, let's see. Let's see, what do I want to say? All right, so now we've, as David said already, we already did 2 other films on the immune system. So I'm thinking through what would be very important. Here's something I want you to know. Earlier, the first one we did where we crossed our arms and went like this, every time you cross your arms, you help your body's energies cross over. So that's just a really good thing to do. And when you put your hands on your shoulders and cross over to the opposite hip, either one at a time or at the same time, as just not only do you get the energies crossing over, when it's on the shoulder like that, you're closing off one of the wind tunnels. And now I watched all of the teachers this week with all of their immune program exercises were really good. And I know that 2 of them talked about the wind points. So if you would like to get a deeper in-depth thing on the wind tunnel or the wind points or the 5 pernicious devils, they're called all sorts of things, that would be a good thing to do, because the wind is simply the energy that comes in from outside, comes through your aura. It comes from, from viruses, from bacterias, from, when you pick up a cold, it's come in from the outside. Now, maybe your body was in a more weakened condition, and that's why it picked up, but it's got to come in. It's got to come in from your aura, through your aura. So one of the things to do is, one is to make your aura stronger, and the other one is to close off the wind points. So I think I should just tell you that anytime you cross your arms over like this, you can put music on and start dancing. Just cross your arms. Okay, cross your arms like this. It begins to tighten up the weave in your aura. If you put your hands like this, very, very, very slowly push, real slow, you'll probably be able to feel a pressure against your hands. You can go in every direction. You can separate your hands. And that kind of connection from your hands, which are electromagnetic, to your aura will help your aura stay strong, and you're not as susceptible to picking things up, okay? But then once it's strong, you want to close off the wind points. All right, so let's see. I'm going to just show you the ones that are the ones that really tend to get people. One is at the top of the head. That's why people wear a hat on the top of the head. You've got a wind point here. And so you can take your fingers and just hold it for a while. You can also make a figure 8, just like that. I'm going a figure 8. Figure 8s tighten the weave in an area so that things can't come through. This is the baby soft spot. I like to, because this is part of the crown pull, is every time you do a crown pull, you should know that you close off the wind point. So this is a really good thing. Okay, we're going to start right where I'm supposed to. Start right here. Put your fingers here. Push your fingers in and pull apart all the way to your temples. Now come up here higher, push in and pull apart. Now come to your hairline. Push in and pull apart. Push in and pull apart. Now you're just closing up all of the wind points on the top of your head. The job that a hat is supposed to do, okay? And so from that place, just do a little backwards, what is that, triangle, comes down to underneath your ears, underneath your ears. And from there, this can be a little painful. It's a triple warmer point. Just hold it. Just be firm, but don't push too hard because it can be a little painful. But just doing any kind of deep breathing with holding these points will begin to seal off those points. We'll seal off those points. Now there's several points at the bottom of the head on the occipital ridge, underneath that ridge. But you don't need to know where they are. Just start traveling underneath that ridge and massage it hard. You could also then linger right in the middle, which is a point, the power point. And then move out again into the next indent. And that's the point. You can massage it well, or you can figure eight it. And close off those points. And now go back to the center and go down the neck to the bottom of the neck. And just hold there or figure eight it. This is why, your grandma or your mom always told you to wear a scarf. And in some cultures, it's always a red scarf because they really feel the red closes off the wind tunnels better than any other kind, but it doesn't have to be red. and then you can come down to your shoulders, and your shoulders right here in the middle here is our wind points, and is the whole shoulder there. And then if you come out to the side and then cross over, you close off the shoulder points. Now, I'm going to tell you three more, okay? Three more. One is right here, the web of the hand. And this is an amazing point. For some people more than others, but this does a lot. For a lot of people, they'll swear that this helps their cold go away. It does a lot of things. I've had people with arthritis say the same thing. But you know what the truth is? Here's the truth. The entire hand is a wind tunnel. So every time you've got to wash your hands these days, just wash those hands good, wash those hands, or just really rub your hands and pull it off your fingers really good, okay? Because your hands pick things up and your hands give things. All right, the next one I want you to know is go to the backs of your knees and just hold the backs of your knees. These are, I would say, you don't have to even push in on these because these are also neurovascular points. And neurovascular points govern your circulation. And these, all the others are on your head, and one other's on your shoulder, but all the others on your head. This one's on the back of your knees, and it helps the circulation to your knees and helps your legs work better. So you just hold that. It also closes off the wind tunnel. Okay, so anything else I want to say?
I think you've just about completed everything.
Okay, now I want to tell you that if you get the virus, you want to make yourself resilient and strong again afterwards. You've got to build yourself up. It's not just killing off the virus. You've got to build yourself up. And what will help you speed that along is to do the daily energy routine. You can find it on, just put my name in, Donna Eden on YouTube, okay? And then look at all of these other teachers we've had for at least a week from all over the world. Actually, we had Sweden and Denmark and Portugal and all over the United States and Australia. They came from everywhere. And nobody duplicated anybody. Everybody gave their own routine that was really helpful to them that they taught to their classes. So you'll really enjoy that and you'll learn a lot. It's really good. We also have a free class. I don't know how to tell you how to find it, but Carrie.
If you go to edenmethod.com, you will find it.
Okay, all right. Anyway, I'm glad we were here, and I know this must be hard for an awful lot of you to not be able to leave your house. But the one thing that is just so moving to me is that we truly are doing this together. We're in this together. Maybe this is going to make everyone feel like we really all have one world, and we've got to take care of one another. And so what I ask all of you, teach somebody else something that you learned today. Teach someone else. That will only help them. Okay? And again, don't forget, we will all have, this is Easter Day, this is 4th day of Passover, but we'll have this rebirth, this renewal down the way in a couple of months or so, and it will be wonderful. I think it will be wonderful. The world is going to be a new world, and it will be good for us all. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.